How you doing there, folks? Right, I'm just off Grafton Street here, and I have Tara Jamieson here with me. Welcome back, Tara, to DCT. We've missed you so much. You haven't been out in a while. You've been busy.
I know.
What's been going on with you? I'll explain to people, and I know I just asked you a question and I didn't give you a chance to answer it, but I just want to explain to people that where are you from, Tara?
I'm from Canada.
You're from Canada, and how long have you been over here in Ireland?
Nearly 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah, it'll be 2 years in July.
Wow. And what was it that brought you here to Ireland? Because this is a brilliant story. Your story is fantastic. I just love it. What was it that brought you here to Ireland?
So I am a medical student at the Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland.
Yeah.
Which is just down the road here, just off Stephen's Green. So it's just
around the corner, yeah.
Just a chip and a putt to Grafton Street.
Chip and a putt, I love it.
That's what my dad would say.
Yeah, I don't even play golf, but I just love that. Chip and a putt, just around the corner. So you're in year 1 or 2?
I am in my second year of the graduate medical program.
Okay.
So that means that there's 4 years of study instead of in Ireland you traditionally have you'd have 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
But because I did a degree before I came over here,
right,
I only do 4 years here.
Oh, cool.
So I'm in my second year. So next year I'll start clinical rotations full time.
Wow. Okay. So that obviously means you're so busy because you don't get a minute off really when you're studying medicine and stuff like that. It's
No, I don't get very much time off, which is why I haven't been out busking as much as I was when I started busking this past summer.
Yeah. Because I remember during the summer when the college was off, you were out all the time because it was you were regular. It was a nice out and you had the time to do it and everything else. You know, which is when I first met you actually.
Yeah.
And also over here in Ireland, you had another amazing experience. If you could tell us about you were on Ireland's Got Talent.
I was on Series 2 of Ireland's Got Talent, and I was a semi-finalist.
And how did that come about?
So I had a friend. So the college has a piano room.
Yeah.
Has this big kind of old boardroom, and they've got a piano in it.
Right.
And so I would go and play on Friday afternoons to kind of clear my head at the end of the week.
Yeah.
And my friend came in one Friday pretty early on and was like, "Oh, you're actually pretty good at this.
Yeah.
Have you ever? I saw an ad for Ireland's Got Talent on Facebook. You should apply."
Yeah.
And I was like, "What? I don't think." And he was like, "If you don't apply, I will apply on your behalf." So I wanted to have a little bit of kind of say onto how I presented myself in the audition process. So he filmed me that day, and then I submitted that video to them, and then they gave me a call about 2 months later asking if I would go and audition.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so like when you didn't hear from them in 2 months, were you thinking to yourself, I probably won't hear from them now in 2 months, and so that they just called you in for an audition? Was that like when you go in for the audition for Ireland's Got Talent, is that just in a room with a camera before the actual, like the big audition?
Yeah, so there was a couple of phone calls that happened before that.
Yeah.
So I submitted in mid-September.
Yeah.
And then kind of beginning to middle of November, I hadn't heard anything, so I was just like, well, I'm not going to hear anything, that's fine.
Yeah.
And then mid-November they gave me a call and said, well, we just saw your audition, we'd really like to get some more information off of you. So they sent me this form asking me a bunch of questions like, what's the toughest thing you've ever gone through in your... Of course, they're chasing a TV story.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And I'm just like, I came to Canada. I came from Canada to Ireland. I just told them my basic story. I don't, like... I've gone through things in my life that are hard, but I don't...
You didn't want to use that just to get...
No, it's just I wanted my talent to show above all, and if I was going to be on this TV show, that they were going to see me for me, and not see me for the worst moments of me.
Yeah.
So I sent them that, and they said, okay, we think we'd like to have you on the show. What song would you like to sing? And I don't know, what song do you want me to sing? And they said, well, the one you did in your video was pretty good, and that's how that song got chosen.
Wow.
So then after that series of phone calls and that form was filled out and all that, they were like, well, okay, we'll put you in front of the judges now at the end of November. It was probably 2 weeks between the first phone call and when the actual audition happened.
So that's pretty quick, actually.
Yeah.
The whole thing went pretty quickly, like.
Yeah, and it actually happened while I was in the middle of exams.
No
My
way.
first semester medical exam. I was in the back with my books and my notes studying.
Seriously?
When
before you went on stage,
not right before I went on stage, but they had us in this holding room for about 8 hours. Right. Because they were like getting people's videos, and they like had to have people in the background and stuff. So throughout that whole process, they just kind of I was just like, well, can I just sit off to the side and have my book? And they're like, well, we can't have your books in the shot, but we need a body that, so what if we just like turn you this way?
Yeah.
And I would just sit there and study.
Wow, that's dedication for you.
I don't have time. I don't have the time.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. And you got pretty far in the competition as well.
Yeah, so I was a semi-finalist on the show. I didn't make it to the finals, but that's okay. I mean, I had a great time.
Yeah, that's the man. But you were a winner to me, Tara.
Oh, thanks.
Because you know, it's like I was looking at that thinking, this girl has to win this show, man. You know what I mean? Like, she's so good. You know, you're brilliant. Like, you know, and then to see you out on the streets busking, it was like, this is a real person, you know. Like, you didn't have some sort of ego, kind of going, oh, well, I've been on Ireland's Got Talent semi-final, so I don't need to come out and do this, you know. And it was so cool to see you out on the streets right after that, and full of smiles and full of really positive, good energy and stuff like that. There was none of this like feeling sorry for yourself or anything, you know. And it was so cool. So would you say to anybody who was thinking about going to do something like that, maybe go for it or not?
Yeah, I mean, it was a great experience. I think the one thing that I would take out of, the one thing I would, like the piece of advice I would give to somebody who's doing a show like that is that the TV show is trying to create TV moments.
Yeah, of course.
So the more you work with the show's producers and kind of work to make their vision a reality, the easier it'll be, the more fun it'll be for you, the easier it'll be for you.
Yeah.
And just the more fun overall, the less stressed you'll be.
Yeah, and to enjoy the moment, I suppose, as well, you know, because it's like probably be the only time in your life you get to be on an Ireland's Got Talent, and you know, so just kind of go with it, I suppose. You know, it's,
I mean, that's kind of what's come out of it, is that just that since then I've started my own YouTube channel.
That's right.
I've kind of, my Instagram has grown marginally. It's still very small.
Yeah,
and the same with my YouTube. It's still very small, but it's something that now that I use as an outlet from all of the stress that comes from being in med school. Yeah, which is brilliant. I mean, that you have your music and everything, and that you're sharing it with everybody as well. Because I love your channel. It's so, I would highly recommend actually that people go to your channel, because it's not only just singing you do. You get to see Tara, you get to see you, and you get to see what it is for you to be a medical student and living over here, and you share your experiences in life. And there's so much people can learn by going to your channel. And because like you're come from another country, come in another continent, and you've come over here to study and everything else. And like, how has it been overall, the experience about being in Dublin? Because it's quite a different culture. It's more similar to Canada than you'd think.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, because there's this similar way of thinking, I think, between the Irish and Canadians.
Yeah.
Is that everyone's kind of out to make sure that everyone does well. Yeah. It's not this area where if someone else is doing well, that means that I'm losing. Yeah, right. Or I'm doing poorly. Yeah. So that's really nice. And then also, I mean, I will say, we both have a very nice drinking culture.
Yeah, we do. We do actually. We
do.
Yeah. It's like I was saying to you the other day. We'll go over to Canada. I'm gonna go and drink Canada Dry.
Yeah. Well, you gotta put some Canadian whiskey in there.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And we do enjoy a few drinks over here. It has to be said now, you know. And were you here for Christmas?
I was not here for Christmas this year. I only go home once a year, right? Because flights are expensive and school is busy, and it doesn't make sense. Like I paid for my flight to go home at Christmas by busking.
Oh wow, that's brilliant. Yeah, that's so cool.
So busking is part of what's made me going home to see my family possible. And I only go home at Christmas because it's so expensive, because school is so busy. Yeah. So I went home for 3 weeks.
Wow, that's so nice.
Got to spend the holiday with my family. I got to spend some time with my boyfriend's family. Got to meet them for the first time. Brilliant. Very, very nice.
That's great. That's brilliant. So it was a nice Christmas for you, because you obviously need a break with the amount of studying you do and your YouTube, your Instagram. You're such a busy person. You're one of the busiest people I know, actually. You're just like always on the go. I think you're busier than I am. I don't know. To be fair. I don't know, but I don't have the kind of stresses you have, though, you know. Like, I mean, I'm at medical school, because I mean, I did some anatomy and physiology, so, but not to the level you're at, you know. And like I was doing the basic stuff, so I kind of know what it's difficult and it's stressful, you know. It's not easy. Yeah. But I think if you get
if you get bogged down into the fact that it's not easy, then it just takes over your life. Versus if you just keep moving forward and keep moving forward, then you're able to get through it. You're able to manage your time well.
Yeah, I think that's a great actually lesson for life in general. You know, just keep moving forward and plowing on and managing your time or whatever. You know. And so, what do you think of the busking scene here in Dublin?
Oh, I love it.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
I love it. So I remember the first day I was out. The first day I was out was like a day in May.
Yeah.
And I hadn't met you yet, and I didn't even know about DCT yet.
Yeah.
And I believe it was Jason and Dylan.
Yeah.
Came up to me and said, "Okay, we noticed you're new.
Yeah.
If you ever need anything, here's our contact info."
Yeah.
And they were just sitting and watching, and then I ended up having some trouble with somebody just later that hour.
Right.
And they were able to help me out.
Yeah.
So much, and everyone has been so welcoming.
Yeah.
So welcoming. And it's not a case of, well, if you're here for the hour, then I'm not playing for the hour, and you're taking my time. It's well, no, I get an hour break now.
Yeah.
And you're still and I can jump in after you.
Yeah.
And if I help you, then you can help me later.
Yeah.
So I remember hopping in, and one of them, I can't remember which one, was doing "Falling Slowly," the amazing Glenn Hansard song.
Yeah.
And one of them was doing it, and it was like, well, do you need somebody to do the duet part on that?
Yeah.
Because I know that.
Right.
Super easy. And they were like, yeah, actually, that'd be great.
Yeah, brilliant.
And it was a really nice way to bridge our sets together.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's the great thing about around here is how everybody works together. Like the busking community are so like closely bonded and supportive of each other, encourage each other, and help each other with equipment. They don't compete with each other; they collaborate.
Yeah,
more
it's
than
like,
anything, you know.
Or I ran out of batteries one day, and someone was able to run over to Boots and grab me some batteries. And then the next week they were like, "Oh, actually, I need to go. I'm going to go and see if this spot is available. Can you watch my stuff for a few minutes?" It's no problem by me.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
So it's a really collaborative environment, and it means that everyone is able to do well when everyone helps each other.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody helping each other grow and supporting each other and stuff, you know. And that's why I would like one of the reasons I focused on the Dublin busking scene and to promote it the way it is because it's just so different to me than I've ever seen before in the way that they support and encourage and help each other. And I think that if everybody did that in their everyday life, you know, life would just be a whole lot easier for everybody, you know.
If everyone just kind of gave everybody a little bit of leniency every once in a while. I think everyone would.
Yeah, and support each other instead of like competing with each other all the time and stuff like that, you know. And you're a complete breath of fresh air here as well, and it's always great to have a doctor on hand. You know?
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I don't think any of my skills have been called. Oh no, someone cut their finger once and asked if I could take a look at it. I was like, you got a small cut. Wash it with soap, put a Band-Aid on it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, it's nice to have a doctor around to kind of explain that. You know, it's like, so I am going to live. Then you're going to be okay.
Yeah. Know? I still need another 2 years before I'm officially a doctor and able to tell you you're going to live.
Yeah.
Now you can probably take everything I say with a grain of salt.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we can't like see if it bleeds more than an hour or anything. You know?
Oh no, my sister texted me the other day and she's like, I know you don't like people asking you medical questions.
Yeah.
Because I'm not their doctor.
Yeah,
I'm not able to give them appropriate medical
Absolutely.
advice if I'm not their doctor and I'm not qualified.
Yeah, of course.
There's no point in people asking me questions. But then she follows up with, but my boyfriend is sick. Can you help me figure out what's wrong with him? And I'm just like, Tori, go to your doctor.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you must get that a lot though, you know, people.
It happens.
Yeah, I'm sure. You know, I'll probably be asking him now and then myself. Tara, I'm after twisting my ankle. It's like, no, you actually didn't. You know, but listen. No, anyway, I'll let you go because I know you have to go off and you're going to be uploading to your channel this afternoon because it's Sunday and you upload every Sunday on your channel.
I upload every single Sunday.
Yeah.
And then I try to upload once or twice a month something about my med school experience. So I just posted a video about a week in my life of exams. And those upload on Wednesdays.
Yeah, that's great.
But music every single Sunday, #tunes with Tara.
Yeah.
So please go and check it out.
Do go and check it out because it's such a cool channel. And when you were saying earlier on, it's a small channel. Hang on a minute, you got 4,000, I think it is
36, 38, something like that.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's so good. And like, get over there and support Tara's channel. You know, it'd be brilliant because it is such good. I go on there like all the time. Yeah, anytime I get a notification about it, because I'm always interested in what you're going to do next. Because you've got a great imagination and you work really hard in your channel. Listen, Tara, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. I know you're really, really busy, and I'm so happy to see you out busking. And good luck with the rest of college.
Thank you so much.
Cheers. Take care. Bye bye.